Hi guys, George here from Zero Period Productions, and today on Skyrim Saturday Mods we're taking a bit of a deep dive, quite literally, in Sirenroot, Deluge of Deceit by Everglaid. This brand new quest mod is a dialogue-filled dungeon dive with new puzzles, platforming, and a heavy focus on water-based mechanics. Drawing inspiration from the Dragon Age series as well as Tomb Raider, Sirenroot aims to give you an up to 5-hour-long expedition through the depths of Lake Honrich. Now, it just so happens that I love Dragon Age and Tomb Raider, so I think I'm in for a real treat. The mod is fully voiced with some familiar voices, including Elizabeth Plant, who we most recently heard in our playthrough of Warden of the Coast, where she played the Dark Elf love interest Catray, and Kirsten Unger, who on this channel you might know best as the Umbra from There Is No Umbra, but is likely best known for her portrayal of Serana in the Serana Dialogue Overhaul. Skyrim Saturday series pending. Alongside these familiar voices are a full cast of fully fleshed out characters, delivering a total of 1,000 voiced sentences, with music performed by the mod author themselves as well as the incredibly talented Young Scrolls. I don't think we should expect any Dagoth wave today, but I'm sure they have something just as good in store for us. This is one of the few mods that we've had here on the channel so far that is specifically recommended for Anniversary Edition, due to its use of the Ayleid tile set from The Cause. You don't need to own the Anniversary content or the cause itself, as the base game update that came out for Skyrim's 10th anniversary added the models and textures to the files for everyone, which is a bit of a dream come true for mod authors, honestly. If you're looking to get the full experience out of the mod, it is recommended to own the cause, as well as having Dynamic Animation Replacer installed, which is a mainstay in all of my mod lists, frankly. You can get by without either of these, but I'd recommend checking the mod page for more information if you're gonna go this route. Sirenroot is available for Skyrim Special / Anniversary Edition on PC, for Steam, GOG, and Xbox Game Pass, and it's recommended you use a mod manager to install it. The mod has no level or quest requirements. Simply head to Elgrim's Elixirs in Riften to get started.
Ah, hello. I assume you read the diving work notice, yes?
No, I haven't seen any notice.
How odd. We paid a courier to spread the word and we did get a couple to sign with us within the first few hours. But afterwards... Regardless. Here, as I said, it's diving work. Do take a look.
Oh dear,
Feel free to ask questions.
Right. It's the things she makes here.
Alright, let me take a look at that. I'm waiting to leave the shop and a courier then approaches me. They're like, oh, look, I have this letter for you about diving work. And I go, already seen it, already heard it. Sorry, you're a little too late. Diving notice. This is a job posting for an underwater alchemical collection job. We are looking for able-bodied swimmers with affinity to water, Argonians preferred. You'll be joining a team of divers and collecting a plant at the bottom of Lake Honrich, where we've discovered a flooded tunnel. The ingredient exhibits similar qualities to Nirnroot. Those nearby may hear humming or singing. Split between the number of participants, a flat payment as well as bonuses for the collected amount will be given. If you're interested, you may find us at Elgrim's Elixirs in Riften, hosted by Friesa Blackbriar and Ingun Blackbriar. If Ingun's involved, that means she wants to make a poison out of it. I have some more questions about the job.
Yes?
Why send a whole team?
We were notified of the plant when we received a letter from a scholar just begging to have assistance in collection. It seemed profitable enough to pursue.
What's this about a scholar?
A woman from High Rock predicted the location of the plant in the first place. She claims that the plant has something to do with Ayleid ruins. Neither of us have done research on the Ayleids, but obtaining artifacts would be beneficial to improve Maven's view on alchemical expeditions, at the very least.
Can you tell me more about the ingredient itself?
Ingun's strongest assistant wasn't able to unroot the plant, but he did tear off a portion of a leaf. The soothing properties rival Cyrodiilic ambrosia. The potions and pastes we've discovered are phenomenal. A few concentrated drops between the torn limbs on a fox, and the joints snapped together like a gate latch. Amazing, isn't it?
Oh, alright. And that's just from a piece of the leaf? Does Maven benefit from this?
You don't quite fancy her, I assume? Understandable.
What's your relation? I haven't heard of you before.
No, it doesn't. The goal is research, primarily. Allowing Ingen freedom from Maven's grasp is secondary.
I'm sure my
Don't
mother
tell
can
her mother
compensate
I
you
said
for it.
that.
Oh, so you're a cousin then. Got it.
Of course.
Tell me about yourself.
I
I'll
am
make sure it's sent
Ingen's
right away.
aunt. I'm not particularly close to Maven, but I heard that we have a little alchemical prodigy here. Runs in the family. Thought I'd visit and oversee her progress.
Well, I'll take the job.
Excellent. Ingen's assistant and the other recruits should be
What
near the
is it
water by
now,
Merryfair
dear?
Farm. You may relay my word to begin the job and collect the plant we require.
All right.
It's gone.
You might want to find somewhere else
Oh
to
my.
stay. It's not exactly very
Elgrim
peaceful
is
in
on
here.
the shelf to the right of...
Deluge of Deceit, meet with the diving team. What if we all just went fishing together? Because I also have fishing installed. Let's add that in. It's like, hey, let's just fish. We can go diving later, but for now, let's go catch a pogfish or two.
A fight.
A fight? Where?
This should be good.
Who are you fighting? No one's fighting. Calm down. Hi. Sorry about that. I think the guards are a little confused.
Finally. Is anyone else coming? I'm not splitting any more of the coin.
You've been waiting for me?
We've been waiting on Ingen's assistant to finish mixing potions. He's leading everything. We go when he does. Sorry. We were supposed to leave ages ago. Just let him know you're here. Oh, and you can swim, yeah?
I can
I'm
sink.
getting out of here.
I'm staying out of this.
Close enough, right? I want to meet everyone, I want to talk to everyone, but let me just go speak with the leader first. Oh, there is a fight, it's just a bear! Everyone's freaking out about this bear.
Cleared out, I guess.
Alright, everyone get back to your spots. Everyone get ready for the dive. Oh, and you're especially ready for the dive, aren't you?
Are you here for the job? We'll be ready in a moment. This last elixir is just about done.
Do you know how to make a water-breathing potion? I mean, he's an Argonian, so he doesn't need one.
Some of the fish around here might have that property if you boil it correctly. Barnacles are potent too.
I do have, plenty. Oh, okay, so he can make them for me if I don't already have them, but I did make several before I got started. I'm ready to leave. Frista said we're good to go. I wasn't able to get into the cave. We haven't gotten into any cave yet. Tell me about yourself.
I work for the Blackbriars, mostly as a stand-in when Elgrim isn't teaching Ingen. Otherwise, protection.
What about working, or what about before working for them?
Mercenary
And what about
work.
before you worked for them? I need to know more before working with you.
Mercenary
Come
work
on,
is the truth.
I need to know more
Just
before working
not
with you.
the kind of honorable work you might be thinking of.
Alright. Yeah, I haven't gone into any cave yet. I haven't tried getting into a cave yet.
Archmage, I didn't expect you to be here. Kairi Spentive, it's a pleasure to work with you.
Oh. Wait, are you from the college? I'm sorry. I guess I don't really know all the faculty, the staff, the students. Sorry about that. I'm a busy man. What are you doing here?
My studies pointed to a possible Ayleid ruin in the rift, related to deep-rooted magicka in the water. I believe Lake Honrich is the right location.
You're probably right.
That reminds me. The boys are also waiting in Shadenal. They wanted Hawker's stew. I'll need to visit the market before I head back to Cyrodiil. Thank you so much.
So you're not one of mine. You know who the Archmage is. I guess word travels, well, pretty slowly, because I became Archmage ages ago.
Me? Oh, where to begin? I'm originally from Wayrest, mother of 2 aspiring mages, and I primarily assist with a variety of research down in the Arcane University.
Alright. I can ask her to cast water breathing on me in case I can't do it myself, but I have... The potions actually also have a necklace as well, so I'll most likely use the necklace rather than the potions.
Yes?
I'll ask her anyway.
My apologies. I don't think I can. Concentrating to keep a spell like that active on myself and another simultaneously is quite intensive, especially considering the circumstances.
No, I understand. Just, figured I'd ask. Let me actually go ahead and put the necklace on now before I forget. Hello there.
Palladius Flanell, East Empire Company's best sailor and swordsman.
What about swimmer?
If you find yourself stuck underwater in some debris, I'll be right there to haul you out.
Oh, okay. Well, tell me about yourself.
Of course. I come from a long line of humble dock workers that frequented their voyages around Stros Mackay. My father, being the talented armsman he was, aspired for much more, dominating the seas as the captain of his ship. My sabre and necklace were passed down to me, and now it's my turn to make a mark.
All I have to say is that I love his voice. I could listen to his accent for hours. So hopefully I will. What are you doing here?
I arrived here yesterday after delivering some quality merchandise to the Blackbriars. A fine young woman, Ingen, stopped me to ask some questions, and here I am.
What's special about your gear?
My necklace gives me the leg up on any other sailor. Water breathing.
Oh, mine too.
A dumber on my crew said it looked like Vivek, and that's where the magic comes from.
I've heard that Vivek's spear is where the real magic comes from. Just saying. Wait, so that was 3 of the 4 people. Where did the 4th go? You just ran over here because of that bear, huh?
Yeah? Need something else?
Tell me about yourself. Are you a sea elf by any chance?
I'm Tilael. Grew up in Breville, bounced around some guilds for work, but diving is always the easiest.
Because she could also be just a Dunmer, but I'm getting some sea elf vibes here.
Mm-hmm. Most assume I'm Dunmeri, understandably. I'm a sea elf.
Look at me! I can tell someone's race. It's not that impressive. Now that I say it out loud, but to me it sounded impressive. Can you tell me more about the Sea Elves? I'm so happy to see this, because the Sea Elves are still around. They're just very uncommon. I would love to see more of them. Maybe, honestly, we'll see them in The Elder Scrolls 6. I'd be very, very happy to, personally.
No, sorry. Nothing aside from the obvious, anyway. I've never met another.
You're adopted, then? I assume adopted, otherwise you just kind of fell out of the sky one day and now you're just here. So that's nice, though. So I can go and I can get him a barnacle and a histcarp, and that will give him the ability to craft me a potion. I kind of want to do that just because it is listed in my quest log. Just because I have the option. So let me see if I can find those real fast.
Yes?
Can you make a potion with these? Potion of water breathing, filter of water breathing added. Even better. I'm ready to leave. Frissa said we're good to go.
Did they? I was expecting more to come. That's fine. The plant should be prepared for uprooting by now. Alright, everyone, let's get going.
So now we get to the cave. Are you guys all gonna go? Do I have to wait for you to go? Are you gonna lead me? Am I leading you? Well, he's the team lead. He's the leader of this little merry band. I'm just the newest member. I guess I'll go first. Everyone just follow me. Everyone just follow my lead. Leave it to the new guy, huh? I feel like that's how it always goes. They did not come with me. I don't know if that's going to be a problem. Okay, good. They are down here. I wasn't sure. I'm glad that they did pop down here. I'm glad that they did, because I wasn't sure if they had actually followed me or not.
It's a bit mediocre, this place, isn't it?
I mean, we've just gotten here. You don't know yet. There could be much, much more.
I'm just watching. No fighting over samples. I don't mind carrying some if your pack is full.
Oh yeah, that way you can take credit for them. So selfless of you, huh? I love the crystals. I love the use of them. Just adds a natural glow to the caverns.
Find anything interesting?
So far, no, because I can't even take the crystals, but, you know, we'll work on that.
The Welkind crystals are here, but there has to be more. Yes? Do you need something?
Well, you just seem a little flustered, so I wanted to ask if you're alright.
I had expected to find more than just a cave.
Oh. I mean, there's bound to be more, right? There has to be more, right? What if this was it? It's like, oh, 5 hours to find this, the Sirenroot.
What?
Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Stupid flower. I didn't know it was a load-bearing flower. And it would seem I'm not the first one to succumb to, its effects. Did I fall from all the way up there? I think I did. Ooh. Did anyone else fall with me, or are they just gonna look down and say, "Hey, fool! Throw the flower up!" You know telekinesis, right? Just pass it up. I'm gonna say no, because you're just gonna leave me behind. I think the mage would save me. I think she would help me, but I don't know if I would trust the rest of them necessarily. I don't necessarily need the torch, but I feel like it's just fitting. I feel like the aesthetic makes sense as we traverse this ruin. I know it's not exactly accurate to how the Ayleid ruins were portrayed in Oblivion, but there's something about the added color for, you know, this version, for what they had in the cause, as well as what they had in the Elder Scrolls Blades, that I love. The gold trim, the tile work, to me, it just brings a certain level of elegance to the Ayleid ruins and cities, and honestly, I think it was a nice change. Honestly, I think it was a pretty good change in the end. So I see a staircase there. I don't know if I'm supposed to focus on the staircase. I saw it and I was like, ooh, I can get down there, right? Locations highlighted with scruff marks can be interacted with. Oh. Oh, wait a second. Is this gonna be... Oh my god, yes! Alright, I'm excited. So for anyone who's not aware, Everglaid, the author of Sirenroot, is also the same mod author who made EVG Animated Traversal Overhaul, which added really fun things like being able to climb up ledges, go through crawl spaces, all this cool kind of like pseudo parkour stuff, I guess you could say. And while this mod does not recommend it, I believe originally they had planned for the mod to require it. So I wonder if they would ever do a patch for the two. A patch where, oh, you could use EVG and traversal and get use out of some of those animations. But like I said, I remember originally it was going to be required, but I think as time went on, they probably just realized that they would not have necessarily gotten as many downloads. Which, it makes sense, because it requires the use of Nemesis and everything, and not everyone has Nemesis installed. So we can go through this way, or we can go further down. Oh god, how far down is this gonna go? No, this is the bottom. I thought it was gonna go further, because it looked like there was another hole there. It was just the shadow plane tricks on me. The lighting messing with me. So yeah, so this kind of has like a light version of animated traversal overhaul. But if there was a patch at some point, I think that could be really, really cool. Man, a lot of people died down here. Betrayal. A final goodbye. Bastard closed the water gate on me while I hit the button here. I know he wanted all the spoils. He says he doesn't know why he did it, and that the gate switch won't push back in. Funny. Can't believe I trusted him. I resurfaced after some sleep. He was still there waiting for me. He's dropped the last of the bread through the gate. We're out of provisions. We cried at the gate together. I said my final goodbyes. I'm sorry for doubting you. We never should have come here. Oh. He changed his tune very quickly. The sapphire button. Oh. The sapphire button opens the sapphire door. Also. Oh, it's dead? Wait, so are both flowers dead? Because I didn't notice with the first one necessarily. Yeah, they're all dead. Or at least that one's dead. I don't have another. I don't have the one that I grabbed from above. I probably dropped it. Go figure. In that entire sequence of events where I fell through the world, I probably dropped the original Sirenroot flower. So this is the sapphire door, which I didn't notice the symbols above it before. So I'll just have to be a little bit more conscientious of noticing the symbols and markings like that. I like the use of cutscenes. Like little cutscenes to let you know what's open, what's affected, and so on. Just because ultimately I think it's a really nice little addition, and it works really well for puzzle dungeons and stuff as well. I think at least. I should probably switch to a shield. The mod is supposed to be balanced so that you can play at any level, so enemies are supposed to be kind of balanced around your own level. I have not touched this character, I have not touched this save file in ages. Because essentially this is a character that I had set up for when Anniversary first came out. And this is what I played the Cause and Ghost of the Tribunal on, but I have not touched it since then. There's one left. There you are, just coming out of the shadows like that. Oh, terrifying. Mildly terrifying. So maybe I would have been better off had I maybe improved some of my gear a little bit more. It says legendary, but I feel like, you know, the Grand Champion sword and everything probably could have been improved a little bit more. But I guess we'll just kind of, we'll see. We'll see how everything goes. Elven sword, gold. Let me just check the others as well real fast. So nothing unique, but just wanted to double check. And that's the thing, with it being a puzzle dungeon, for all I know I might need to search them later for some of the keys or some of the items we'll need in order to progress. I also love the alien whites. Once again, another thing that I really, really liked about Blades, and I would love to see, you know, more stuff like this in, you know, future games. Assuming that we have an Elder Scrolls single-player game, whether it's 6 or 7 or whatever, that takes place in a region with, you know, alien ruins in the first place, because some regions have alien ruins, others have dwarven, so the geography kind of determines some of that. The location does determine some of that. Oh, so I'm gonna need to find a Welkin stone, most likely. Does anyone here read Iliad? I can barely read English. I believe Hobjorn is colorblind. No, do pass this on to him. Emerald, Sapphire, Ruby, Topaz, and Amethyst. I'm gonna leave that where it is. It'll be easy for me to read that here rather than just going through my inventory to find it. Just because I have 8,700 books and notes in my inventory, as most Skyrim players wind up having. So this is Sapphire Emerald, and we have a Sapphire button behind it. This pedestal is all sapphire, or it's written in all sapphire. What happens if I hit use? It seems you can put something here, yeah. Well, that was my best bet too. That was my assumption as well. I don't know if this is gonna work. This is just me being silly, probably. But I feel like the hole lines up perfectly with that button. Does not work. I feel like it was worth a shot, but yeah, should have known that the collision mesh probably would not allow me to shoot through the hole. Oh, wait, so there we have the ruby symbol. Is there a way for me to get up there, over there? There might be something to climb, so let me look for that real fast, too. Okay, so from here, I can drop down, and there is a climb-up option here. I love it, because that does remind me of, you know, Tomb Raider, God of War, any game with any sort of climb system where it's like, oh, we're gonna mark the climbable surface with some sort of indicator. So I do appreciate that. I do like that. Yeah, so we have the ruby symbol here. Let's keep going down. I'm just checking to look for more and more of the symbols. I also love the little bit of an orange glow that we get from the torch. I feel like that really kind of helps. Or not necessarily helps, but it just, it adds a little something to the experience. Wait. Because this is Sapphire Emerald. So do I need to hit the Sapphire button and then the Emerald button? And then that did not open that, never mind. Oh, okay, there we go. Now it's open. So now what I'm thinking is if I hit the Emerald button again, it should open that door up. Yes, and since Ooh, but now that door is closed. And now that door is open again. So the ruby button is on the other side of this door, so I need to figure out the right sequence to open that. Which I was just going off of the order of these, which I still think is going to be partially right. I think I just have the sequencing a little messed up. Yeah, so I need to configure it so that I guess both this door and that door are in the same state. And then pressing the sapphire button there would then get that to work. Okay. So... Alright. I had that door closed and that door closed. Sealing this door off, I can now get through. So I got both of those doors to open at once. And since that's open, I can now circle back and use the little climb section. Got it. And that takes us to the ruby button, which should open up those gates and lower the bridge. Doesn't lower the bridge, but I can make that jump. They said there was a platforming section in the mod. Listen, I can handle that. This one I can manage on my own. I don't need you to give me no stinking bridge.